Gentlemen, now to set the strategic tone for today's proceeding, it is now my privilege to welcome the convener of Auto EV Tech Vision Summit 2025, Mr. Siva Koka, to deliver the opening remarks. With a round of applause, can we welcome him on the stage?
So once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. I think during Devender's talk, I think you would have noticed next year May, another event we are launching, that is Defense Technologies. Thank you, Devender. We hope to see more and more interactions there too. Okay, so as you could see the agenda of the today's session and tomorrow's sessions. So there is a one thing gap is a guest of honor. Well, there you know that there are a lot of events are happening right today in various parts of the India and even Bangalore. A lot of big melas are happening. So there is last minute hassles were there, and probably I will take that 5 minutes of the agenda here, and I want to set the tone here. Okay, so I want to have more interactions here, networking here. Okay, so I don't say food for thought, but I will say points to ponder, and all the speakers, and I think you may, if you can note down certain things which I am trying to highlight here, if you can highlight and if you can tell your experience, or you can give solutions, or you can tell anything is happening in that particular area, it would be great for the audience. Thank you. So as you people know that, you know, we have started this is the 4th edition. So when I looked at the EV ecosystem in broad general, actually we have taken from the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Okay, I thought when I saw EV ecosystem, I get charger networks, the motors and all those things. That is anyhow it is there. But this is what the surprising thing which I got it from the Ministry of Urban Affairs. And here in this particular summit, we are not going to talk about other power, the policies or regulations and things like that. We are going to cover mainly the charging infrastructure and the vehicle technologies, right? So as already told by Devender, the vision for this and the mission what we were kept for the auto tech vision is mainly the technology focused for the EVs, right? So I think you will be surprised, and of course most of the people are aware of it. So we are talking about EVs everywhere, and well, we have set ourselves a target of 2030. I don't know how much percentage we will, I have some figures on that to take care of it. So if you see here, the previous slide what I was trying to show you is 80% of vehicles in China by 2026 going to be EV. So when we look at that kind of, you know, mind-boggling figures, so where we are, probably some of you can ponder upon, right? So this is another thing I got it from Federation of Automotive Development Research. Here, if you look at it here, I am a little bit worried actually when we say 2030 target. So last year, October to October here, that's 6.76. But this year, the data shows 4.56. In fact, the EV penetration is less this year. I personally, and if I looked at the data, it is very, very surprising actually. Even the two-wheelers, the four-wheelers also 54.68. So ideally, this should be more, right? So of course, other things, okay. So maybe the commercial vehicles is increasing actually, right? Yeah. So this is another way of looking at the data. Probably some of you may be still showing this data. Here we are targeting about two-wheelers here. So definitely two-wheelers is very much promising in India. The major market share in India is two-wheeler. So this is another slide. So here Revolt, I think tomorrow we have a speaker from Revolt, the bikes. I am sure from Delhi it is very much, if you go to any metros, I mean the last mile metros, I mean I've been seeing last 20-25 years, I think the electrical things are, they have been changing it. It's very much there, but unlike in South, I don't see these kind of things. Am I right? Any South cities we have seen such kind of vehicles? So if you go to Karol Bagh area, or if you go to Meroli, any kind of answer. This is a huge market. It is actually not accounted in the data, even the government data. But it's going to be huge market if people can look at it. Anyhow, so this is when I said I'm worried about 2030, so just 1 week back, just 5-6 days back, there is an announcement from Supreme Court. So they have, kind of put what you should say in Sanskrit. They will say akshanta, I mean that is, kind of alarming tone to the government of India. So their policies, now the current policies are not proper, or it has to be improved. Just 1 week back, you can Google it. Okay, so there are some people like us, they have put the PIL and it has come to that show actually. So, okay, another one is the scheme to promote manufacturing electric passenger cars in India. Surprisingly, there is a zero takers for this. Again, the reasons are for different reasons, right? So people who have already invested, like the Vietnam EV, they have announced manufacturing setup in Chennai. So they have different models, but they thought, government of India thought that a lot of people will come in there, but unfortunately, zero takers for this scheme. So this has to be re-looked at. So, yeah. Of course, this is close to my chest. This is what I like, obviously. So we will be, the technology is what we are talking about. We will be touching of many of these things. And a simple thing is a charging port. I am not sure how many people, forget about these technologies, I am not sure how many people we are actually making the charging port in India. The plastic and mechanicals. So that's where again interesting thing, people have to look at it. I saw a lot of international companies outside. So we would like to see that kind of product even from India. Forget about the technologies, even small things has to be looked at it, right? So this is another one. If you close down, we are talking about software vehicles, software defined vehicles and things like that. Of course, that's on the software part of it, but the data has to come from the sensors. So this is very important. Again in this, so our Indian contribution in terms of sensors is very less. Actually, this can be done much better. Even when we go to semiconductor forums, I tell, we should better concentrate on the sensors rather than looking at the big ASICs or big SOCs, right? You may highlight these points if I am wrong or if I am correct during your presentations. So this is just the things to ponder upon. Okay. So of course these batteries, this is where a lot of things are happening. Now I think we are talking about sodium. Last year also we spoke about it. So fortunately, unfortunately, we don't have people to speak on the batteries, but I have a person on my panel that's from Maxwell Energy. So this is, yeah, definitely the battery is one actually we have to look at it. So yeah, we are going to have a big, beautiful panel by Mombasawala. So as I mentioned that, right, that the technologies are going, so the EV is more the penetrating, the software is the show actually. I think from Indian perspective, I feel we are very much there in software SDVs, right? Yeah, this is another thing. I am from the semiconductor background. So in COVID time, how much problems everyone had, right? And recently, I think people are aware of what is this, So anybody aware of this Nexperia thing stuff? Yeah, I think you should. So a lot of semiconductor and automotive companies, so who are from Europe, definitely, they are all gone bad actually. Even Stellantis group, Volvo group, so many companies. So because that Nexperia is producing the MOSFETs and things like that, so there was a big void, and the story that is between there and the Chinese counterpart, and they want to get into that. But surprising thing is there are lot of alternatives available, and my suggestion, any OEMs, things like that, they are not encouraging the third party sources, to validate and make the flow ready. So otherwise it won't be any problem, right? Yeah. So last year we have discussed, and this year we are going to have a drone, a talk by Mr. Kishore here. And So why we wanted to include this is also a part of EV, right? Yeah. So eVTOL, I think this is it's already started in Bangalore, right? Yeah. So this is another one I want some of you people to address upon, right? So I think any guess on this car? Any car model you guess? I hope I'm not boring you. Any guess on this? Beautiful gift for this. Okay, this is a Tesla car. This is a Xiaomi car, right? Both are very, very high tech. Both are popular cars. They just stuck because of some small reason of their battery and stuff like that. The people can't even go out. The technology is making so much, that. So for some good reason, we want to close the doors always. But for a simple reason, the doors are locked and they cannot even come out. I think this is a big lacuna on this actually. I think this is a small thing probably. I think most of the companies have not looked at it. Perhaps India can look into this kind of technologies which can make the life better, beautiful. Right. So this is another thing, again I am surprised. So if you just go out of this KTPU or Bangalore, everywhere we hear the noise, right? So I think India now, it seems the electric vehicles are not, they are noise free. So government of India want to introduce a noise there. So whether it is good or bad, it is good or bad, by the way.
For safety.
Pardon me?
For safety.
No. My question is, it's a good or bad?
Safety is good.
For safety is good. For other things, yeah. So I don't know. So whether I always feel actually even when there are some kind of two-wheelers, EV two-wheelers, they do a lot of noise than the normal petrol vehicles actually. So I don't know. Again, this technology I have not heard from any of the OEMs because I have been interacting with a lot of developers. I didn't see that kind of technology. Nobody is talking about this. So again, this could be an opportunity for the OEMs to look into that, to come out with the solutions. Okay. So this is another one. I don't know. So probably myself, Devendra, we will be speaking at the next for the next coming conference. Last time also we touched upon. So I think you would have seen this news. If Honda is, particularly Japanese companies, so they are more working on the fuel cells. If those are going to come, with a much less affordable and no hassle about the power, no hassle about the range and things like that, I think it will going to be revolution. So I don't know. So again, you people can say anything on this. That would be great. Right, now just coming to the last but one slide. So here we have today's session. I know a lot of people are busy on their schedules, but I request you people to have complete 2 days, right, here. And we have 5 keynote sessions, 3 keynote sessions in the morning, and tomorrow morning we have another session from Chera Motors. So that is the rare earth free motors developed first time in India. I think some other big, Ola also announced actually. I think this company, personally I know them. So they were funded by Reliance and things like that. It's the next company to watch in India. If they come to public, I will be the first person to put my shares. Okay, so we have the 3 panel discussions. One thing I told you about the SDV vehicles. And the post-lunch session I have on electronics. Then tomorrow we have on the policies and other things by Mr. Sukendu. Okay, so one thing I just wanted to tell before I just get down, and please stick to your time. The 20 minutes is allotted to everyone. I would, request once again, a humble request, make it more interactive if you can. Okay, and try to cut down your things and more be, asking questions and things like that. It would be more beneficial for the things. Okay. Well, that's it right now from my side. And any issues or anything like that, there are coordinators outside. Okay. So we have a different panel of sitting this time. We have a C-level sitting and a prime sitting and things like that. Okay. Right. So last but not least, I tell one is technology. So when I started my talk, I said the vision is So when we say technologies, when we go deep dive into technologies, it's going to be IEEE sessions. Okay. So when we call it as a vision summit, so the technology vision as well as the market, the business aspects also has to come in. And please network yourself, exchange your cards. That's it from my side. So the floor is yours. Meghna, thank you.